Howdy folks, Bill Coomer here. Thanks for watching Wild Concept TV. On this week's episode, we're talking about a youth hunt we took Delbert's daughters on last spring. Man, that was a good one, wasn't it?
Oh, it was awesome. Awesome. We had 9 jakes out in the field. Just did a turkey dance. The girls got to watch that go on for about 45 minutes. They were pumped up. I mean, it was just a great show.
Yeah, the neat thing about it though, that morning I had talked to the girls about how the jakes fight a lot.
Yeah.
And how I'd videoed them before, grabbing each other by the head. And
yep.
Sure enough, that sucker drug that
Man, he drug him all
over that field. Circles and circles and circles.
It was a good show. Yeah.
Well, finally, to make a long story short, folks, the birds finally break. They acted like they didn't even know we were anywhere around. They kept looking at the decoys. Finally, the birds stopped fighting, broke, lit up in perfect sunshine, coming right into the blind. That's when you hear me say, "Are you ready, girls?" And they say, "Yeah, we're ready." All right, then you hear me go, "All right, I'm gonna count to 3. On the count of 3, we're gonna bust them in the head, right?" Yep. Well, when I start counting, it goes like this. 1, wait a minute, I'm not ready. About that loud. But the turkeys never left, which was pretty awesome. But we were in that good blind, so that helped us a lot. All right, then I back it up again. All right, are you ready, girls? Yes, we're ready. All right, I'm gonna count to 3 again here. On the count of 3, we're gonna put the beads on their head and we're gonna pop them in the head on the count of 3. All right, you hear me on the camera again. Ready, girls? Yep. 1, 2, wait, I'm not ready. For about 3 or 4 times. Well, I'm getting a little bit frustrated in the blind because I know they're not gonna stand there all day. And I know we got some excellent footage of it, that one bird dragging the other bird around the field. They're perfectly sunlit. It's one of those turkey hunts that is almost perfect, except when the guns go off, everything but 2 fly off. And they just kind of mess around out in the field. But what the people behind watching this don't know, we actually had 2 birds come in before that.
Yeah.
The girls weren't ready, and they just didn't sit in the decoys very long. What'd they stay? A minute maybe?
Yeah, a minute at
Well,
the most.
By the time we got the girls lined up on them, they were already starting to shift to the right. It was a bad situation. We had other birds in the field, so we just waved them off. And so hopefully you'll enjoy the footage. Sorry for the misconbooble at the end of it, but as far as pretty turkey footage, that's why we call it the turkey dance. Hope you all enjoy it, and thanks again for watching Wild Concept TV. Says he's got them on film. The gobblers are coming. We're going to shoot the big ones in the back. Don't move your heads now. Do not move your heads. Get your gun up like you're getting ready to shoot, Taylor. Get on the gun. Now stay right there. Okay, here they go. The 3 that are coming in the back. We're going to let these guys go on by. Howdy, folks. Bill Coomer and Delbert Weekly again. Hey, we're here to talk to you about the opening day of spring turkey season 2014 here in Missouri. We had our good buddy David Gray come in from Florida. He's down there working to become a Marine Corps aviator. Right before this, he was right in the middle finals. He wanted to come up. We weren't for sure that he was going to be able to make it. Well, he called us the night before season kicked off and said, hey, I'll be at home 24 hours. Do you think you can put a turkey hunt together?
I told him we could get him on a bird, almost guaranteed.
And it almost worked like clockwork.
Yeah. He had to fly out by what, 10 o'clock?
1 o'clock, 11 o'clock that day,
yeah,
I think
he
it
could
was.
only hunt till about 10. So we had to get it done pretty quick.
So we sitting in the blind that morning, not a lot going on, heard a lot of birds gobbling, but nothing actually hit the field that we were in that morning.
They hit the ground and went the wrong direction. So we
Kind
decided
of had
to
to switch to plan B.
you had to do a plan B. I knew the land real good, where we was at, and I told Bill and David where to go, and sent them that direction.
We slid up there on the railroad right away and started working up through the right of way. Well, I'm looking up in a field and I see 3 big gobblers out in the field, and they're probably 500 yards away from us. Well, I hit the old trusty lynch box, and it's all over but the safety coming off. These birds run, probably 300 yards. They come across the open flat field. As they're coming, Dave's crawling to get into position. I'm already probably in a good spot. I stick the spear in the ground with the GoPro, kind of in the general direction of the birds, because I'm trying to get ready to shoot myself. Hit the call again, and they're in some real high sagebrush, which you'll see them coming through. And I don't see them for a minute. I'm like, I know they're there, but I don't see them. Finally, you see their heads starting to periscope up, and they're coming in from David's side. Well, they walk within, 15 yards of where David's set up. He's down in a little ditch, so all that's sticking up out of the ditch is his head and the shotgun barrel. Birds step up. He shoots the first one. Well, it drops right where it's standing. Well, the birds, when he pulled the trigger, are 40 yards from me?
Yeah.
Well, as soon as he pulls the trigger, the other 2 run about 25 yards off to the right of where David was, and I mean, they're perfect right in front of me. So I put the bead on the biggest one that's left, squeeze the trigger, and flop. Well, then you see me run over and get on the spear cam. That's what we call our GoPro. I pick it up, and I'm running out into the field to show the birds off. And that's the rest of the story. We killed 2 great birds right there. Just to wrap up season, Delbert did pretty good. We didn't get them on video due to rain. Yep. We got another one where me and David are out in the field. He thinks he's on fire, but as things go, we didn't get it on footage till right at the very end. He looked up and seen that I had already shot once. This bird flew over the top of me. Well, I pluck him out like you're shooting geese. Well, when it hits the tree, it hits another tree, falls and hits the ground. Is just starting to stand up when David finally realizes the camera's off, hits the button, and you see me finally put a finishing shot on that second gobbler. And that kind of wraps up our season. We had a lot of rain, a lot of problems, a couple landowner disputes that kind of put us back, but we got all that taken care of for next year. Hope you all enjoy the footage. Again, thanks for watching Wild Concept TV. And as always, we sure appreciate you, man. That's all we can say. Thanks for watching, because without y'all watching, we wouldn't be what we're doing, and we absolutely love it. Yep. So keep watching. Check us out on our Facebook page. That's Facebook/Wild Concept. Or you can go see us at wildconcept.tv, or you can call us. Get on the email, get on the websites, call us, got questions, we got answers. Any events you guys have coming up you'd like us to come participate, call us, let us know about them, and stay in the woods.
Make it happen.
Okay, folks. Hey, I'm Wild Bill Coomer, Wild Concept TV. On this week's episode, we're going to be chasing turkeys in southeast Missouri. We got our good friend David Gray up from Florida. He's down there in school going to become a Marine Corps fighter pilot. We're dang proud of him and glad to see him. He's only in here, he come in for Easter. He had 2 days. He's got to leave out today about 11:30 on the plane, so we got a quick flash hunt. At least he's taking a big old longbeard home, huh?
Yep.
Fuck out of it. Gotta have big spurs. Howdy folks, another successful day in the turkey woods. Me and my buddy David, good dude.
Yeah.
Had a little round. David thought he had the camera on when the bird was coming up, and he didn't. But he realized it right at the last second, right after I had shot. The bird jumps up in the air, flies about 50 yards and comes down, so you guys get the aftermath of that. But hey, he's got a good beard. He's got dinky little bitty spurs though, about 3/4 of an inch, but we're guessing him around 22 pounds. It rained and rained and rained last night. Everybody that turkey hunts knows usually you don't hear birds gobbling after a good storm the night before. Well, we had just got here, walked in, what, mile and a half this morning?
About maybe 2 miles.
So that's why I have the waders on, folks, because some of the grass out there this morning was pretty tall. But we got in here. I thought I heard this bird gobble.
Mm-hmm.
Then David for sure said he heard him gobble.
About 3 or 4 times while we were sitting up in the field just up from here.
So we started moving this direction, and normally the birds come out of the trees at, you know, 15 minutes, 10 minutes after daylight. Once they can see the field, they're in it. Well, this dude was in the tree till 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
And we managed to get within about 60 yards of the tree he was in. He wasn't going to come out. I knew there were some more birds there, so I moved up closer to the tree he was in. Well, once all the hens and everything that was with him started coming out of the trees, he came out over the top of us, hit the ground, and that's when I busted him. And that's when you see David kick on. Right when the camera kicks on is when I had just shot and the bird is coming down after the last dying flight is what we're talking. So there we go. Like I say, a real nice long beard. We're going to guess around 11 inches. 3/4 inch spurs, 22 pounds, and a beautiful day in the turkey woods. Thanks for watching. Please keep an eye on us here at Simply Me TV. Take a look at us at Facebook. And anytime you can get in the woods, whether it be hunting, fishing, camping, or just taking your kids on a nature walk. That's what we need to do, folks, because
if you get kids hooked on the outdoors, they won't be hooked on the other stuff that's out there, and I promise they'll have a whole lot better time with these guys and the deer and the squirrels and everything else than they will with any type of drugs or whatever.
Definitely.
So again, thanks for watching, and we hope to see you next week. Hell yeah. Right on, man. Another great day in the turkey woods.
Yep.
He's a heck of a bird.
Yeah.
I'm proud of him. I'll get you holding his fan up, shining up. Or let me do it. You zoom in on it, and I'll tell him about he'd been fighting or whatever and tore his fan up. Okay, folks. This was the dominant boss gobbler of this area, as you can tell. He's been fighting pretty hard. He's pretty roughed up in the chest here, but hey, it just gives him character. He's missing 2 or 3 feathers here, but he gobbled great. I'd say he gobbled 30 or 40 times for us this morning. Gave me an opportunity to get real close due to the rain last night. It was very quiet in the woods. And just with a little bit of practice on your calling, practice on your stealthy skills in the woods, you can come out with these all the time. Please go to our Facebook page, go to our wildconcept.tv page, or call me. I'll be glad to answer any questions you have about chasing gobblers, chasing deer, fishing, whatever. Thanks again for watching, and hope to see you right here with us in the woods again next week here on Wild Concept TV.